The hidden disability sunflower helps by discreetly indicating that the wearer has a hidden disability and may need additional support, help, understanding, or just a little more time. The hidden disability sunflower scheme, making the invisible visible.
Ha! Welcome to Tim's Show and Tell. And in today's sports news, in football news, in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl on February 12th, 2023, over the Philadelphia Eagles 38-35. The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl on February 11th, 2024, over the San Francisco 49ers 25-22. The Philadelphia Eagles absolutely destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs on February 9th, 2025, 40-22. And for the first time in a while, there is no Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. The Seattle Seahawks beat the New England Patriots 29-13 on February 8th, 2026. And in New York Giants news, well, let's just say that there was a lot of saying, so, that didn't happen in the past 3.5 years. And in Syracuse football news, lots has happened since the 2022 season, including the 2022 Pinstripe Bowl, losing to Minnesota 28-20, the 2023 Boca Raton Bowl, losing to South Florida 45-0, Fred Brown named the head coach in November of 2023, the 2024 Holiday Bowl, winning 52-35 over Washington State, and going 3-9 in the 2025 season. Hopefully this season, Syracuse football is better than that. And in Syracuse men's basketball, they won 15-17 in Adrian Autry's final season at the helm in 2025-2026. Autry was named the head coach in 2023. Jerry McNamara begins his Syracuse head coaching career in 2026-2027. And in Syracuse women's basketball, they went 24-9 in the 2025-2026 season. And in Syracuse men's lacrosse, played in the Final Four earlier today, May 23rd, and lost to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 15-7. They went 13-6 in the 2025-2026 season. And in Syracuse women's lacrosse, the Syracuse women's lacrosse team lost in the quarterfinals on May 11th to the Navy midshipwomen 11-10 in overtime. They went 14-6 in the 2025-2026 season. Syracuse women's field hockey, they went 16-6 in the 2022 season, 11-8 in the 2023 season, 13-7 in the 2024 season, and 13-7 in the 2025 season. And before we get to hockey, I have an announcement to make. Well, let's just say that the producers called me earlier today, and they decided that, Billy, you're fired. That's right, buddy. Gone. It's over. And I've never been more happy firing someone. And in hockey, in crunch news, the Tampa Bay Lightning have re-signed forward Scott Sabourin to a 1-year, 2-way contract on May 23rd. And Henderson Silver Knights, thank you, fans, for a great 2025-2026 season. And in the Vegas Golden Knights news, wow, the Vegas Golden Knights have beat the Colorado Avalanche in 2 games in the Western Conference Final. 2 more games in the Avalanche are gone. The Vegas Golden Knights' next game is the Western Conference Final, Game 3 versus the Colorado Avalanche on May 24th at 8 o'clock p.m. And in Tampa Bay Lightning news, J.J. Mosier and Declan Carlisle will represent the Tampa Bay Lightning once again on the international stage. And in Buffalo Sabres news, the Sabres make the playoffs for the first time in 14 years and win a playoff round for the first time in 19 years. And in baseball news, New York Yankees. The New York Yankees game has been postponed and rescheduled for September 22nd, 2026 at 1:05 p.m. The New York Yankees' next game is May 24th versus the Tampa Bay Rays at 1:35 p.m. And in New York Mets news, the New York Mets lost to the 4-1 to the Miami Marlins on May 23rd. And the New York Mets' next game is May 25th versus Cincinnati at 7:10 p.m. And in Syracuse Mets, the Syracuse Mets game versus the Buffalo Bisons on May 23rd has been postponed due to rain. Syracuse Mets' next games, May 24th versus the Buffalo Bisons. Game 1 at 4:05 p.m. and Game 2, 40 minutes after Game 1. And in Syracuse Spartans news, the Syracuse Spartans have been disbanded, as far as I know. And in NASCAR, I'm sure many of you have probably heard the news by now, and that's why I've left saying off of the podcast today. Number 8, Kyle Busch, is now racing in heaven with number 3, Dale Earnhardt Sr., number 28, Kenny Irwin, number 45, Adam Petty, number 11, Tony Roper, and others. Do it for Dale. Be like Biff and race and be rowdy. And in sports uplifting news, the Buffalo Sabres anthem singer Cammy Clune's mic gave out during O Canada, and the crowd joined in and sang the rest of the song on May 2nd, 2026. And on this day in sports history, on May 23rd, 1948, center fielder Joe DiMaggio hit 3 home runs as the New York Yankees beat the Indians 6-5 at Cleveland Stadium. And now it is time for Tim's joke of the day. Why don't basketball players go on vacation? This one's a good one, everyone. This one's definitely a good one. And for those of you who play basketball, you would understand. Has anybody got anything yet? They would get called for traveling. And you can email us timshowandtell@yahoo.com. Like us on Facebook, Tim Show and Tell, and Tim Bennett Productions. Follow us on Twitter @Tim Show and Tell, and subscribe to Tim Show and Tell on YouTube. So until next time, I'm Tim. Race and be rowdy, everyone.
The hidden disability sunflower helps by discreetly indicating that the wearer has a hidden disability and may need additional support, help, understanding, or just a little more time. The Hidden Disability Sunflower Scheme, making the invisible visible.